Good morning, everyone, and welcome to beginning of day Thursday, the 26th of March. I am JT, the Academy Headmaster over at First Stages Theater Academy, here to welcome you and your morning and your day as beginning of day. So, we are going to start with announcements for today. There's not many. The one big thing is we are piloting a program called Ask Academy. So if you have any questions for our Academy staff, feel free to submit those to our Google Gmail below in the description. So those questions might be, what was the first show you were ever in? Or how did you get started in theater? All those questions that you would like our staff over at the Academy to answer, submit those to our Gmail and I will get you the responses that you want. So that is it for our announcements. This is actually going to be probably a rather short beginning of day for today. We're going to move into our challenges. Our challenges for today. We only had one submission for a challenge this morning. And that is from Bryn, and Bryn says to try something, it wants to challenge you to try something new today. So thanks, Bryn, for sending in that challenge. If you would like to send in a challenge or an acknowledgement to be said to the live viewers and the live streaming, there is a form below in the description. Just click on the link, fill out the form, and your acknowledgement or challenge will be read live. Great. I would like to move into our first stage cheer. The first stage cheer was written by first stage students for first stage students. And I challenge all of you at home to do the first stage cheer with me. And I challenge you even further to film you doing the challenge and send it to us. Go ahead and send us those videos of you doing the challenge. And we'll share them on our Instagram or on this live broadcast. So, here we go. All you have to do is repeat after me and do what I do. If you need help, the words are right there on the screen for you to use. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. I can't is not in my vocabulary. I take risks. I conquer my fears. I am not afraid to lead. Yeah! Amazing! Well done, everyone, this morning. And now we're going to move into just a little bit of meditation to send you off onto your day. So if you could remain standing in that active neutral, meaning your feet are shoulder length apart, your knees are slightly bent, your shoulders are back and relaxed, and your head is just floating upon your spine. And if you find it easier, go ahead and close your eyes. Or find a point of reference for you to put your gaze or your focus. So I have been in a lot of virtual meetings, either with friends or coworkers, and there's been this really odd feeling of guilt, right? Or judgment in these times. And I was watching a piece this morning and it kind of occurred to me why I felt guilty or why I started to feel judgment from others and comparing myself to other people via social media and beyond. So I started to believe that there was a feeling in me that I was just not doing enough. Whether that be for my personal life or whether that be for my work life. And you might share this similar feeling of like, well, I feel like I'm working a lot, but I don't know if I am getting validation for that work or if it's working, right? I'm getting no affirmation or just little affirmation. Is it working like this? I'm talking to a camera right now. And it's so nice to get those responses because I know this is actually working and reaching for you and working for you. So This feeling of guilt or judgment could also be because of what's happening in the world now has canceled those plans that you have been making for years or months. And my challenge to you is to somehow still do those things just where you are at home, right? So an example could be like today is opening day for the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cubs, right? So this is our opening day, and it's obviously not happening. But you know what? I can still FaceTime or video chat my friends and watch the game, watch old games on TV. And I know that's not the same thing, but I know that I'm at least doing something about that sadness that I feel, right? And then also I came across this idea of this stress and anxiety, right? Feeling like you're stuck in your head, and there's this anxiety for the future, of this uncertainty and this unknown, but there's also this stress of the past, right? Everything was like maybe 2 weeks ago, everything seemed to be absolutely normal, and now 2 weeks later, everything is kind of chaotic and we don't know where the future is going to go. And I'm just going to challenge you and say that with those things, I want you to just breathe, and breathe into that and soften into the given circumstances. Because this is where we are, and if we start worrying about future, or the past, we aren't actually being present with those around us, and you're not being present with yourself. So, I'm going to lead you through an exercise that you can utilize throughout your day, throughout the week, throughout the next week, or even like after everything gets back to normal, you can still utilize this way of meditation and just looking at what is and what is around you. So it's utilizing all 5 of your senses. That's going to be sight, that's going to be touch, that's going to be hearing, smelling, and tasting. So, right now, look around your room and pick out 5 specific things that you see. Right now, I see a cupboard, I see a stove, I see a light, I see a camera, and I see a sofa. Now I want you to find 4 things that you can touch. And I'll let you do that. I'm not going to move because you won't be able to see me, but go ahead and find 4 things that you can touch. And once you found those 4 things, I want you to look at 3 things, or find 3 things that you can hear. And I'll be quiet for a moment so you can hear all 3 things. And maybe it is my voice, I don't know, or the crackle on the TV. But 3 things you can hear. 2, find 2 things that you can smell. And find 1 thing that you can taste. Once you've gone through all those senses, I want you, with me, we're going to take a deep breath in for 5 counts through our nose, hold it for 5, and exhale for 5 counts, all right? So it really does help if you're standing for this. You can do it seated, but to get the full amount of air that you need, I always recommend to stand. So, breathe in through your nose for 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hopefully you feel a little bit more grounded to what is around you, to where you are, and a self-check for where you are internally, right? So, that is all I have for you for the beginning of day on Thursday. I will see you all here at 4 p.m. If you have those acknowledgments, feel free to submit them through our form. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Take care, everyone. See you at 4. Bye!